Hey, this is Walter Jones.
This is Austin St. John.
And you're listening to
Ranger Danger.
Go, go, Ranger Danger. Woo. Go, go, Ranger Danger. Woo. Go, go, Ranger Danger. Matt and Michael's Ranger Danger.
Welcome once again to Mighty Morphin Ranger Danger. This is the podcast where, baby, we need you to lift your head up to the light because there's danger in those eyes. There's danger in your eyes. My name's Matt, and Michael's here.
Do I have danger in my eyes?
No, the listeners do.
Oh.
You never have danger in your eyes.
That's
true.
definitely true.
If you see danger, you avert your eyes.
He closes his eyes.
That voice you just heard is one of our most popular guests, if not the most popular guest. We can't say for certain.
Because you don't remember.
Yeah, who hasn't been on an episode of the show properly in forever. Welcome back to the show, Lauren.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. It's good to have you back. I didn't realise it was so long since you've seen
It's
an
been
episode
a
of Power
while.
Rangers.
Yeah, and it's funny because you actually asked me at a weird time because Daniel had asked me just a couple of weeks ago, when are you podcasting again? You haven't done that in ages. And then out of the blue, Michael asked me to podcast.
You've been very busy, to be fair.
I'm always very busy.
Yeah. I know those feels.
Today's a public holiday.
Yes.
So we've all got some time off,
Yeah,
which is nice.
It is nice.
All right. Should we catch Lauren up? On
Yeah,
what's
quickly, I
happening?
should just say that
Please,
this
yeah.
is a podcast where we watch episodes of the TV series Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yep.
And today we're going to be watching the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers episode Ranger Catastrophe.
Part 1.
Part 1.
It's episode 129.
It's a lot.
Wow,
It's a high number.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the first episode I started on, just out of interest?
You were on our 4th episode.
Far out.
Yeah. Yeah, you're old. We're old.
We're
Yeah,
all on.
we're all really old. We've been doing this for too long.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah.
Yeah, what's been happening?
Okay, so
The last thing I
episode
watched,
you were on...
last thing I watched was the movie.
Yes.
Disregard that. That doesn't count.
It doesn't count?
No.
Alright.
There was actually a different version of the events of the movie on the show.
Oh, that's amazing.
So, the last episode you watched, according to my notes, was Rocky Just Wants to Have Fun. With Pachinko Head.
Oh my god, Pachinko, and that's where the balls comment comes from.
I hate Rocky so much.
I know,
We all
we
hate
know.
Rocky. So, here's what's happened in between. How about, Matt, I'm just going to throw out some titles.
Yep.
And we just see quick summaries.
Yep.
The Great Bukala Escape.
What?
The Great Bukala Escape.
There was
An alien.
a small, kindly alien that came to Earth in a flying saucer that was being hunted by Lord Zed.
Yep.
And had to hide out in a garage. But then Lord Zed turned him into an evil monster and he got big. And then he got small and he left.
Okay, cool.
That was just a regular episode. That wasn't even a two-parter. Matt, Rangers Back in Time.
Was that the one where they got younger in their minds but not in their bodies?
Oh, God, it might have been.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or was that the one where they actually went back in time?
I think that was Wild West Rangers.
No, they went back in time a second time as well, remember?
Right, they went...
When
oh, that's
Adam
right.
fell in love with that girl.
They went back to Old City Town.
Oh, really?
They-
The one up in Goulburn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they were here shooting the movie and
And they did that at the same time.
they did it at the same time.
Wow. I was supposed to go there on a school excursion and I was sick that day, so I've never been there.
I
You
did go...
didn't miss anything.
I did go there on a school excursion. And you know what's crap? Damper. That's why we fixed
Yeah,
bread.
damper is really... I've had damper at, like, old Broken Hill, whatever it is, with the gold panning.
Yeah.
And it's quite disgusting.
It's just not good.
It really is like beta bread.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so if we don't have yeast, I guess we can technically just make flour and water into a kind of food.
Yeah.
It's basically just, like, really poor dough.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
There was the wedding.
Yeah, I worked out the wedding was Zed and Rita.
Yes.
Yeah, because I remember we talked about this when I did the quiz. Yeah,
yeah, right,
yeah. So
Okay, Return of the Green Ranger.
I think I can work out what happened there. He's become the Green Ranger again, or there's
No.
a new Green Ranger.
No,
No?
he was cloned.
Oh Jesus!
And there was
sure.
an evil Green Ranger who chewed straw all the time.
Why?
And that
Just
was,
because it's a cool
Because
dude
he's a
thing to do.
hick. Like,
Yeah, basically.
and that was the one where they went back in time.
Yep.
Because
is that when they went to the West?
no, that was we haven't gotten to that one
Oh,
yet.
okay.
This was they went back to like colonial times, because at the end of the episode they just left the other Green Ranger there. He was good now, but still maybe had his powers in the 1700s. Then there was...
So I feel that needs more clarification.
I don't...
So Tommy is the White Ranger.
Yes.
Zed made an evil clone of him with the help of a wizard, who
Was
became...
it Michael?
Yeah, it was Michael.
It's not funny.
It's always fun.
Who made him into an evil Green Ranger, and that was a
Alright.
big conflict. And the other Rangers got stranded back in 1700s time, and eventually they managed to make the clone of Tommy good. And they're like, well, you know, we can't really have two versions of you running around at the same time. That'd be crazy.
So they sent him, the Green Ranger, back to colonial times.
Yeah, and he was like, oh, I'll just stay here and live here. And they're like, okay, cool, bye. And that was it.
Were there fight scenes with Tommy versus himself that were really bad?
There was
Like-
one
they
that
were
was
alright,
pretty
actually.
good.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a shame.
There was some fight scenes with giant rats that were less good.
Like in the style of the Nutcracker. The bad guys are giant
less
rats in the
musical.
Nutcracker.
Yeah.
Less ballet.
More terrible suits. Yeah.
Okay.
And so now, as far as we know, a version of Tommy lived his life and died in sort of the early 19th century, probably, of some horrible ancient disease.
Rude.
Okay, Wild West Rangers
Ah, yeah. So Kimberly got sent back in time
to the Wild
to
West.
Wild West Angel Grove,
Yep.
where she met the descendants, I guess,
Ancestors.
of ancestors of the Power Rangers.
Rocco,
Yeah.
Abraham,
No.
and Miss Aisha.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Rocco.
That's so racist.
So
That's so
the-
problematic.
They sent Lord Zed sent monsters back to fight them, and Kimberly was there without her powers.
What with the idea that if he kills their ancestors, the Rangers will never exist? Or
To be
I
honest,
don't
that
really-
sounds like more thought than he actually put in.
Yeah.
can I
So-
just ask? Did they have? Were they in like cowboy costumes, but with like a pink bandana and a red bandana?
Wow, Lauren, it's like you were here.
Yeah, basically, but it gets better
Better?
/ worse. So Kimberly was in a bind because there was monsters there. She didn't have a team with her, so she hiked up the hill in Angel Grove to find the command center, which of course was still there because Zordon's been there all that time.
Oh, yeah.
and it was the command center with a wooden shack next to it to demonstrate that it was Western times.
But was the command center exactly the same?
Yes, absolutely.
So beautiful.
So Kimberly walks in. She's like, "Hey, Zordon, you don't know me yet, but we're buds. I need a hand." And he was like, "Yeah, cool. All right. You're probably gonna need some Power Rangers." So
He turns the ancestors into
yeah,
no.
and it's just the Power Rangers with tassels on their outfits.
Bandanas
I'm
and
seeing
cowboy
a
boots.
picture, and I actually just got chills. 'Cause that is just the most. That's what we have to cosplay as when we do your when we do the cosplay that because you lost the challenge.
recall that.
I do.
Is that like you don't recall having to watch Bulk and Skull?
What is
Yeah.
Skull? I don't know of a Bulk or Skull.
I really
That's
would have.
right.
I know neither Bulk nor Skull.
A friend in need. The Power Rangers went to an alien planet and met a dude with a glowy crystal in his head who could become a character from a different kind of Sentai show. And then basically just left.
Yeah, that was Mars Rider, who went on to have his own show for 2 seasons. That was about a prince of an ancient enslaved world who comes to Earth and ends up being adopted by a family, and it's sort of half one-person Power Rangers and half like Full House, basically, with a little
Except
Muppet
there's also
alien.
a little alien called Furbus.
Oh, he's so cute. He looks like a Furby.
He basically is a Furby.
He's less creepy than a Furby.
All right, Ninja Quest,
Yes, so this was the replacement for
the movie.
the movie.
Okay.
The Thunderzords got brutally destroyed to the point where the Thunder Megazord got its head like slashed off.
Whoa.
And there were just like cables dangling everywhere and crashed the ground in front of
Jesus.
them. It was messed up. So yeah, Rita's brother Rito came to the moon. And he's...
What does Rito look like?
Oh boy.
Okay, imagine an army skeleton
Yeah.
painted such that one half of him is horrifying bones,
Yeah.
and the other half is camouflage.
What?
And he has a bone sword. But
Yeah, he does.
personality-wise, he's a great affable guy.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, Rita is the evil one, and she's the black sheep.
I mean, like, technically, he's on the, like, bad
He's
guy
a bad
side.
guy.
But he's just a cool dude.
He's
super
likable,
chill.
like Finster is.
Yeah, except that I think he's more like the charming Sona brother, who's like, a bit unreliable.
Yeah, you
But
wouldn't-
he's
Okay, yeah.
He pulled off one thing one time, and since then he's just been as useless as the rest of them.
Cool.
Yeah.
So is he in it still?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wicked. I look forward to seeing him.
great.
So anyway, because they lost their powers, they had to go get new powers.
Yep.
Which they did by going to the desert and
that may or may not have been on Earth. We're
Yeah.
not sure.
and finding like a secret hidden temple
I think you mean a secret hidden Chinese garden.
guarded by a robot called Ninja.
Okay. Yeah.
He's just a robot ninja.
yeah.
He's great. He's a good guy.
Matt, how do we say his name?
Ninja!
And he gave them new powers.
Yeah.
All right.
And sometimes he
So
comes to help them.
we don't have the hot, sexy chick giving them powers. It's Ninja. That's a shame.
Yeah, like, it is a shame,
But Ninja
except
is great.
he's great.
Yeah.
And when he comes to help by flying in on a cloud.
Yeah, but like she was really hot.
She was really hot.
Look,
and like really nearly naked as well.
That's
like,
the
it's
best
very
part.
nearly naked.
very nearly naked. Like I still stand by that. I think she gave some young boys their first sexual, or girls, sorry, I should gave some young people their first sexual awakening when they saw that movie.
That's certainly true.
Yeah.
All right, and that's pretty much
Okay.
caught you up.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been a bunch of other episodes that were insane, but
That's the important
that's
stuff.
the big stuff.
Most recently, so back in the wedding occurred because Rita had some... Oh, sorry, Lord Zed, rather, had some love potion
Yeah.
slipped into his drink, basically. So he was tricked into loving Rita.
Did Rita do it?
Yes.
So Rita roofied Lord Zed, basically.
Yes, absolutely. And then, like months and months later down the track, Goldar uncovered the fact that this happened and was like, yes, this is my chance to get rid of Rita because I hate her and I love Lord Zed desperately. And I just want to be with him forever.
Gay.
Yeah, so he's like, I'm going to like go to Lord Zed and prove this is the case and break the spell. And he, attempted to do that and discovered that the love potion had worn off ages ago
Aw.
and they do actually just love each other.
Oh, that's actually really beautiful.
Right? Right?
That's really sweet.
Yeah.
So here we are, a Ranger Catastrophe.
All right. So they're
Part
still
one.
together. They're a couple.
Yep, they're an evil power couple.
Oh, I love evil power couples. Awesome.
That's basically it.
Does Lord Zed make Rita better, or does Rita make Lord Zed worse?
I mean,
like, you know what I mean?
I think I like evil married couple. It's as a concept, just because it's different to what they had previously, and they have been doing some relatively interesting stuff with it.
Okay.
So
Cool.
yeah,
All right.
okay.
I look forward to seeing it.
Yeah, all right. So a Ranger Catastrophe. What do you think might happen, Lauren? I kind of have an idea. I think Matt knows.
I'm hoping we have some cats. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like it's like a catastrophe pun, like a giant cat or something.
A giant cat.
Yeah, but that's still really cute.
I suspect if it's going to get giant, it will not be cute when it's giant, if it ever was.
We'll see. All right. Yeah, that's my bet. Something to do with a cat.
Things traditionally on the show, when they get bigger, get much uglier.
Not always. Scorpina?
Yeah, she turns into a horrifying nightmare creature.
Does she?
Yeah, she's in
I haven't
fact
seen
probably.
Scorpina
She's
in a
the
very long
archetypal
time.
explanation for the thing that
All right.
Matt just said.
All right,
Yeah.
fine. Okay, well, I'll think of some. Oh, what about the porky pig? He's so cute.
Pudgy pig?
Pudgy pig.
Is he cute?
Is he
No.
cute?
In his own twisted way. You can bring up a picture. I'm still going to think he's cute.
That's fine, but it's not like he gets more attractive. As
I didn't say he
big.
gets more attractive. I'm saying he stays the same. That's what I'm saying. If it's like a cat, maybe it will stay the same.
Blah, that's Pudgy Pig.
He's
Look at
cute.
him. Is he-
He's big, dumb nose, and he's like arch brow.
He is cute in that he looks hella dumb.
Yeah.
He's definitely like among the cutest monsters.
Yeah.
If
like
we had a monster attractiveness rating,
I would use that phrase.
the MAR.
No,
or the ma.
neither is good.
Okay, let's go watch this episode. I hope it isn't a catastrophe, for our sake.
It probably will be.
Bye.
Bye.
And we're back. So all of that happened.
I think because I've been away for it for so long, it just seems even stranger. Like, I feel like when I do a few episodes in the space of a couple of months, I'm like, oh yeah, no, this is pretty normal. But now
You
I'm
get
just,
inoculated.
I get inoculated, that's right. But now, like, having been away from it for 40 episodes, I'm I'm gobsmacked. Just like, I don't know how you do this at the rate you guys do it.
I don't know how we do it.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'd call this a good episode.
Yeah.
But I definitely, if the second half works itself out, I could like this. there's
Settle down. Let's not heap the praise on.
It's like, it's some solid kind of setup.
But it's not, though.
There's some insane shit.
It's
But
just
there's there are holes I can plow through this setup.
There's not even holes. There's just not actually a
Yes,
plan.
There's no plan.
There is a plan, we just don't know what it is.
They don't know what it is.
Well, that may
They're
also
just
be
like,
true.
we'll figure it out in the second episode.
All right.
Take us from the top.
Yeah.
Right, I'd like to say, we still haven't seen those incredibly slow motorcycles yet, and they've been in the opening credits all season.
Well, they take a long time to get here because they're incredibly slow.
That makes sense. So we're at Angel Grove Animal Shelter, which is a new place that we haven't seen before.
Also,
Yep.
can I just call it like the fact that I called this?
You did.
Yeah.
There
I
were
did.
cats.
I was like, it's going to be a cat because it's Catastrophe, and that's what this show does.
Yeah.
So Aisha is volunteering with Angel Grove's only vet.
Yep.
And, I mean, there's not much to it. She's just like, I love animals. Make them not sick.
I generally enjoy Ernest's characters in fiction.
Yeah.
But there's nothing about Aisha that isn't just completely on the surface generic expression.
Yeah.
She's just
You
so
know?
happy about happy
Yeah,
animals,
yeah.
man.
The other thing I really loved about the animal shelter is they have two animals. They have the puppy
Yep.
and the white cat. Like, if you look in those cages, I think there are no other... Like, that's what the budget sprang
Angel
for.
Grove's a small town.
That's the minimum you need to get funding from the local government.
Yeah,
so
I
they've got
think
one dog, one cat. They don't accept any more.
I don't think that it is. Like, I feel like you definitely have to have more than that.
I mean, if you need more if you have more animals, then you might need a second vet.
Yeah.
She doesn't want someone moving in on her territory.
I think it's just a big money laundering scheme. It's like, yeah, we've got a dog and a cat. Give us a $50,000 grant every month. Thank you.
Or the dogs and cats just stay away. Like, they stay away from Angel Grove because, like, weird... Like, animals know better than the people do. The people are like... They get used to it, and the animals just like, fuck this shit, and
Yeah.
then just bail and leave to a neighbouring town.
Can I just say that I assumed that it was also like a functioning vet's office?
Like a vet clinic.
And so like the animal shelter doesn't have many stray animals at
Yeah,
the moment.
well-
but people probably bring in their sick budgies and shit.
So a lot of veterinary clinics have an animal shelter
Yeah.
aspect.
Because, I mean,
to
why
them.
wouldn't you? It's
Yeah,
convenient.
totally. Yeah, fair enough.
I think this would be a good moment to mention that for the people who recently completed a rebrand on City Dogs and Cats Homes. Check that out. Google City Dogs and Cats Home.
Tim, who you know from the podcast, did a lot of work on that.
He sure did, actually. Yeah. Much more work than I did. I did a little bit. Very little bit. A few words.
All right, so Kim is walking through the park after animal shelter with Aisha.
Yep.
And they stumble across a cat.
Yeah.
It makes Kim sad when animals don't have homes.
She sounded so insincere as well.
So
like
what-
it was almost like she was being totally facetious.
It's also one of those things that you don't say because it should just be true.
Yeah, but like
You
with
know?
Kim, I feel like she's trying to convince herself. Like she's
Yeah.
trying to convince herself it's bad that animals don't have homes. She's like playing around with it in her mind.
Yeah, it's like, I don't love it that they don't have anywhere to go. I'm sure of it.
Like, I'm sure this is a bad
I'm sure
thing.
if I think it through.
She's considering the idea that maybe if all the cats didn't have homes, they could have their own island.
Yeah.
Like, what if...
Like
what
Gorilla
if,
City.
What if we're keeping cats from achieving enlightenment?
Yeah.
Because we keep them so separate from each other.
That's very likely.
What
deep.
we didn't tell you is the show for the past maybe dozen episodes or so has been setting up that Kim is on her way out.
All right.
And she's been in like 1 or 2 scenes an episode.
Yeah.
So if she's maybe underplaying it a little, she might have other things on her mind. Like, oh God, I'm nearly done with this.
So she lives with Aisha,
Yes.
and she's dating. They finished high school.
No.
No.
They're still in high school.
What?
Aisha, Kim's mother met a French painter and has moved to Paris with him.
You will not be shocked to find out this involved an evil croissant monster.
I'm not at all surprised.
And so...
Was he the cross aunt?
He wasn't actually a croissant. He was just
He's
like
like-
an evil French stereotype that loved croissants.
Oh, fuck, I was hoping for him to be like a cross croissant.
I think he's like painting things.
I think he was called Artist Mole.
Yeah.
I still prefer cross-armed.
Yeah, what, are you saying that you prefer something that involved some amount of effort over artist mole, the mole artist monster?
Yeah.
So in the meantime, when the semester is over,
Yeah.
Kim will move to Paris with her mother.
Right.
But in the meantime, she's staying with Aisha to finish out
high
the school year.
Okay. Cool. All right.
So they stumble across a white cat. It's a cat.
It's a cat.
It's fine. And we know that something's up because we see a long shot of Rita watching them through the telescope. She calls it the most brilliantly engineered plan in 10,000 years. And she's not necessarily wrong, not because it's a great plan, but because the standard of plan is...
No. She's wrong because that is such an open statement. Like, there have been
that's true. Like,
plans
the
in
Trojan,
the world.
the Trojan horse is a better plan
pretty
than
good
this
plan,
plan.
right?
Yeah, it's her best plan in 10,000 years, maybe. But
Yeah.
really that means it's her best plan in,
Like,
2 years.
Then she's
FDR's
been
New
out.
Deal, that was a pretty good plan. That worked
I
out
don't,
quite
think we
well.
need, I don't think we need to sit down and list
List
better
the
plans
plans.
because we're going to be here all long
I just wanted
weekends.
to demonstrate
I
there's
know.
a big gulf between a good plan and her plan.
I also just wanted to touch on the fact that when they see the cat, sorry, before we move on,
Yeah,
when
yeah.
they see the cat and pick it up, that cat is so chill. Like, there is no way that cat is not drugged.
That's a Hollywood cat.
That
It's
no.
been on-
That cat is on, like, that cat is drugged. It is sedated.
That's what I said.
That
It's a
is
Hollywood cat.
That is a
it goes to parties at night and just gets off its face.
That was the cat in Stuart Little, and it's just been high ever since.
There was a cat in Stuart Little?
Yeah, because he was a mouse.
Okay, fine.
Wasn't the cat like Nathan Lane or something? And the
I thought-
cat was all like, I hate Stuart Little, but then I grow to love him over time.
Does he?
Did you see that Nathan Lane and Matthew Broderick did a 5-minute bit for, I think it was Jimmy Kimmel's show?
No.
Where it's basically the producers, except their crazy scheme is to find a presidential candidate that's so crazy that they'll never get voted in, and then
It's
take all
Donald
the
Trump.
donation money and be like, yeah, we're just going to take all
Yeah.
this money from all racist people, take it and run,
Yeah.
because obviously he's not going to get elected. And
Yeah.
then,
It's Donald Trump.
It's Donald Trump.
It's very good, yeah.
All right, so does Rita explain what the plan is? People ask what the plan is.
So
No,
I think
he
it's
doesn't.
implied that the cat is planted.
The cat's definitely part of the
It's
plan.
planted. But no, there is no it's just a brilliant plan. That's all. There's no...
It's not, but
It's
spoiler
not,
warning.
but she seems to think it is.
Okay, so Aisha took the cat to the vet, and the vet said if no one claims her by the end of the day, Aisha can have her. Which doesn't sound right, but okay.
It's weird because I think what that should be is if the owner doesn't return, you can have the cat.
Sure.
But why do other people that might be looking to adopt a cat?
Get her over the one who
Yeah.
found her. Yeah. It's a weird, vet logic or something.
Vet logic.
Vet
man.
logic.
I never understand it.
Hashtag vet logic.
And also, she seems really enthused about getting a cat, and I just sort of you've been working at the animal shelter for how long? There are no cat. Well, clearly, because there are no cats there.
Yeah.
But if you really wanted a cat, why didn't you adopt one before?
Because no one's lost a cat. This is the first lost cat ever in Angel Grove history.
It's fine. There's a dog there. Cats are basically just lazy dogs. It's fine.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Matthew, animal biologist.
So she's telling everyone at the youth centre, and Bulk and Skull show up. Bulk and Skull are junior police
I'd worked
officers.
that out, thank you, yeah.
They wear
The uniforms gave that away.
I mean, I
Well,
thought so.
hang on. Them turning up in a weird costume and pretending to be cops wouldn't be strange.
But they were in it in the opening sequence. And it has been alluded to when we've talked about them in the past. I did know
Sure.
eventually they were transitioning. So they've left high school. Have they? Have they dropped out? Or are they still...
No, they're still in high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
They're just also junior police
Alright,
officers.
cool,
In
sure.
several
That
years,
makes
they
sense.
will be junior police officers in high school and chimpanzees. So you got a lot to look forward to.
God, I hope we're not doing this in 7 years.
All right, so Bulk and Skull plan to find the owner of the cat.
To be heroes.
Yeah, I mean, briefly heroes. It's
They seem to think it'll be a lot bigger deal than it would actually be.
I mean, if this is Angel Grove's first stray cat ever,
That's true.
finding its owner would be front page material.
It would be a precedent-setting victory.
It's really sad that would be front page material, not the constant monster attacks. I like to think they're so used to it. That's
They've had 130
Yeah,
of them
exactly.
now.
They
It's
just-
just...
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay, so at the animal shelter, they have to stop the animal from being adopted by anyone other than Aisha. Because the plan is for the cat to be adopted by Aisha.
Yes. This is my favourite part of the episode.
This is easily the best part of the episode.
This is amazing.
They send Rito down and they say, Rito, you have to stop anyone else from adopting this animal.
Which at first I was like, how could he possibly do that?
Matt, how could he possibly do that?
By hiding out the front of the animal shelter and just scaring the shit out of anyone who approaches so they run away.
Literally hiding behind a bush and jumping out from behind
The
it.
thing that made me slightly sad, because I like to think that these people weren't going to get the cat, they were going to go get that puppy, and it's
Yeah.
sort of like, oh, no one's adopted the puppy, we've got to put him down.
Oh, God.
It's like he's literally interfering with people taking home stray animals that need a home. Like,
Yeah.
just on the off chance they'll walk in and go, we want that cat.
The thing is, though, he's not evil enough to attack them.
No,
He has a giant sword.
He just
could've
scares them. He
stabbed people dead.
sliced them in half.
Yeah, he just jumps in and is like, booga booga boo. Okay, now go away.
I mean, look, if he just killed the first person,
Yeah, he
could've
could
gone
have left.
home. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're dead bodies.
Yes.
Yeah, you'd arrive at the
Massive
apple shelter.
police operation.
Yeah, you'd get there, you'd see the decapitated head, and you're like, today's not the day.
Oh.
I thought this would be a day of joy and love. Instead, I've seen someone's head.
Not attached to their body.
Yeah.
And I think the best part is after he does it to the first couple, he goes, okay, that was excellent. And just runs back behind the bush and gets ready to do
He's
it
having
again.
such a good time.
He's a cool character.
I love
quite
him
liked
so
him.
much.
Yeah.
Inside, the vet wonders if maybe something had happened.
No, she doesn't.
Well, Aisha
does. Because the vet's like, I can't hear anything over the barking of one dog.
It's totally silent. They didn't even foley in a dog barking.
No.
They
like-
could have just looped one.
yeah, surely in the sound lab,
Yeah.
there's a CD of dogs barking somewhere, right?
Yeah.
In a shelf.
Just get out your Casio keyboard and just like woof,
surely
woof,
there
woof.
is someone on the show who has a dog they can record if that's not the case. Like, statistically speaking.
Sounds like a lot of work.
So, Bulk and Skull, as part of their plan to become heroes, are going to go and just, like, I guess, see the cat to try and find it. And they
Yeah.
stumble across Rito.
I don't really get what they're trying to do.
No,
there.
no one ever
Okay,
does.
fine.
They see Rito. And Skull says, we should call for backup, right? It's a horrifying monster and we're just junior police officers. And Bulk says, no, we're going to keep an eye on him. And then when we know what he's up to, we're going to arrest him.
And they immediately...
Yeah, walk up behind him and arrest him.
Which isn't
I
really
love his
keeping an
reaction
eye.
of just like, not now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now's
he-
not a good time for me right this second.
Yeah, he doesn't want to kill. Like, he's really like chill about it. Like,
Yeah.
just go away, please. Like,
Yeah.
I'm busy. I'm doing something for my sister.
Can't you see that right now I have a thing?
I'm,
If you want to talk later, that's fine.
They run away.
yeah.
Yes.
Aisha hears that because Bulk and Skull yelling is always audible.
Yes.
And just jumps straight to a morph.
Yep. Oh, well,
No, she looks out the window first. She
Oh,
sees
sure.
Rito. She
And
does
then
see what's going on.
She does her
Ninja morph.
ninja morph.
Yeah.
At the youth centre,
I lied. This is my favorite part of the episode.
Rocky is eating a giant sandwich.
No. He's
Sorry.
looking at a giant.
I thought it was 2 big sandwiches, or is that just one?
I think it's just one douche slice sandwich.
I mean, it might be 2 large sandwiches on top of
Of
each
each
other,
other.
but then that's like saying that a Big Mac is
No,
2
small
hamburgers
burgers.
on top
No,
of each other.
I just couldn't tell if it was 2 sandwiches or one.
That's like, you know how you have that one person you know that will order the crazy big thing on the menu just to pretend that he's a really cool guy and can eat a lot of food?
You just projecting that because you hate Rocky, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
But
if
like-
Adam had ordered it, you'd be
Do
like,
you know what I mean? So
he's-
the guy's like, oh, this is so big. Oh, I couldn't eat that. Oh, I'm going to eat it. What should you eat it? It's like, just order a bit of pizza or something, dude.
do you know that guy? Because I don't think I know that
I don't
guy.
know that guy.
And
We're
I
not
think
friends
we
with
need-
people like
I think
that.
we need to have a conversation off air about who you think that guy is.
Yeah.
Maybe I just know Rocky.
Yeah.
We're not friends
Yeah.
with people like that, are we?
No, I guess not.
No.
All right, and what he says is, I've been waiting all day for this. Like, he has one of those every day, maybe?
I like to think he does, yeah.
I mean, I imagine that Power Rangering uses up a lot of energy.
Yeah, but the others aren't eating a sandwich like that.
Maybe
Like-
they are, I don't know. They're not right now.
Yeah, true.
What's important, though, is that he doesn't get to eat his sandwich. And nothing makes me happier than Rocky being denied food.
So Zordon calls, and there's something going on. They have to teleport over.
To the animal shelter.
Yep. So Lord Zed sends down some Tengers.
So yeah, what are they?
Do you remember them from the movie?
Not,
the horrible crow monsters?
Not really.
Well, they were in the movie. They're basically the new putties.
Okay.
Rito
so there are no more
brought them with
putties.
him. No, we haven't seen putties in ages.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
I mean, kind of. But,
Because I was actually just imitating them to my brother in the car yesterday.
I mean, it's a good noise.
Yeah.
These ones just talk, which I think is worse.
Yeah.
It's definitely worse when they kill them.
Can we talk just briefly about how devastated Rocky is when he found out, like, when he gets the call, he looks at his sandwich, he looks at them, he looks at the sandwich, he looks at them, and then he just, like, has
He
this...
definitely has to take a moment to decide whether he wants the sandwich more or he wants to help his friend.
Yeah, like, and then he has this crushing realization of, no, I can't get out of helping them, and he just has to abandon the sandwich. But, like, you can see it, like, there is that crushing realization on his face.
I mean, you know...
It made me so happy.
If you'd been hanging out for that sandwich all day...
I would take it with me.
I mean, they do go to the command center. So
Yeah, I would have just scooped it up. Like, I would have just been like, cool,
I
I'll
would
take
have
it
loved a
with me.
panning shot of like the four rangers talking to Zordon, hand to Rocky, and he's just like shoveling a sandwich in his mouth, like,
There's lettuce, like, flying into the command center onto the dashes, and...
wise words, Zordon, you're great.
Morning time! Sandwichosaurus! Anyway, so Lord Zed sends down some Tengers. In retaliation, Tommy jumps through a human pyramid.
To do nothing.
No, so we get 4 of the Rangers, 2 of them standing on 2 of their shoulders,
Yeah.
Rocky standing in front.
I thought they were morphing. Like, I thought that was part, like,
No,
they were going
no,
to Zord or something,
no,
but
no,
it was
no.
like, no, they're just being dumb. Cool, alright.
In Dino Charge,
Yeah.
the Rangers sometimes do that. But when the guy jumps through, he flies through, attacks the bad guy with a sword and kills them.
Jesus.
Dino Charge is awesome.
Dino Charge is much better.
I feel like it's jumped up a bit in its bloodthirst.
In this,
Oh, yeah.
In this, Tommy just does a flip. He's so cool, guys.
We have to show Lauren Carnival mode at some point.
Oh yeah, we would definitely do that. So look, they're all morphed. They do a fight scene. We get some ninja powers. Have we seen Adam's ninja power before?
Not this one, because it's awesome.
It's like he's shooting fireballs, but they're black swirly
Yeah,
energy.
almost like a
Like a
Smoke?
chi power type of...
yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, like a smoke ball type thing.
Kim does her like teleporty away move.
Yep.
Rocky becomes a tree.
He just like...
Disappears behind a tree.
No, he's in the tree.
He's in the tree.
Is he?
He definitely gets deep into that tree.
He's in the tree.
He's at one point
because his feet
100%
comes
in the
out
tree.
of it. He's not behind it. He's in the
I
tree.
assumed he was like,
No.
okay, I guess Rocky goes into a tree. And then we get an evil shot of the cat as the cat turns into a human being.
Yeah, with an evil smile.
Yeah, and an evil twinkle in her eye.
That twinkle, man. I understand, because clearly the characters on the show can't see the twinkle.
No.
Because there's one point later where she's looking at Tommy and the twinkle just like... boom, like in J.J. Abrams' lens
Maybe
flare.
it's a cataract or something.
But I would be
I have
worried.
one of those, you'd know.
Oh, okay.
I would be worried. Like, if I saw something, I would be like, gee, God, do we need to take you to the hospital? Is
You
that
seem to have,
normal?
like, launched a laser in your eye somehow.
And, like, Tommy would also be like, okay, clearly something is up because humans don't have lasers in their eyes.
Yeah.
And Tommy's a little bit more cluey than... He's
Well,
I said a little bit more.
So, Lauren, I knew that the cat was going to turn into a person. I suspect Matt did as well. What was your reaction to that?
I just thought it was stupid. Like, I just was like, why, like... I didn't really have I just went, this show is ridiculous.
Was it
like,
unexpected?
you didn't seem super surprised.
No, probably not, because in the opening credits, there was Kat played by Catherine Sutherland, and so I
Right.
assumed there was going to be a character at some point called Kat, and like based on the amount
And
of stuff.
when there was a cat.
Yeah, when there was a cat, and then when the cat became the person, I was just like, all right, I guess this is Kat. Like,
Yeah, so that is Kat, who plays Kat, who is a cat.
yeah. So I think it made sense to me in the context of this show. Like, I don't think I can really be surprised much anymore.
I thought that until I started watching Dino Charge.
Okay.
And that show is bananas on a whole new level.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago, one of the Power Rangers got infected with a virus and thought he was a T-Rex.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And he basically became a werewolf T-Rex.
Oh, that's
Because he has like a dinosaur helmet that's got like dinosaur, but then that became like CGI animated and became like a
that's
dinosaur.
beautiful. That's magnificent.
And he crawled on top of a rock at night and like roared at the moon like a werewolf does.
We should say all of the first season of Dino Charge is now available on Netflix. So if you've been waiting for that to catch up on Ranger Danger Dino Charge, now's the time. Dino Supercharge is on hiatus, so you can catch up on that as well.
Do it. It's a good time.
It's a great show. Anyway, so the Tengas just teleport away. Rito runs into a tree.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And
Not
then,
like Rocky. No, he just hits the tree as opposed
Yeah.
to Rocky's becoming one with the tree.
yeah.
and then, like, I guess they just let him go?
It's ambiguous. The scene just changes and that's it.
Yeah.
They just stopped caring, I think. Like,
I know I did.
Rito destroyed the Megazords. I feel like that's an important point. Rito showed up.
but they seem so blasé towards him.
He
They seem
showed
to
up.
treat him like a mild annoyance.
He brought new horrible crow monsters, laid a trap that destroyed both the Megazords horribly, and these days, like, he hasn't done anything since.
Is it just teenage apathy? Because they had that same sort of relationship with Goldar. They'd just be
Yeah.
like, oh, there's Goldar, there's that giant panther monster. Like, I don't know. Like, they always seem very... like, there's no threat to them. They're just very blasé about what's going on. Even the enemies they face over and over again that are quite formidable.
I feel like if you got worried all the times that there was a giant monster in Angel
Not
Grove,
worried
you'd just
all the
be
time,
living-
but like there would be certain monsters you would think which would trigger more of an emotional response than other ones. That's all I'm saying. So like in this case, Rito destroys the Megazords. Like
And also, like,
emotionally,
he's Rito, you know, you can't get angry with that guy. He'd be like your shitty younger brother.
he killed
who,
their
like, means
favorite
well.
toy.
Yeah.
They got new ones.
All right,
And he's just such a good dude. He's just a solid bloke.
is he the top of your monster list?
No, nowhere near.
Oh, what do you mean? No, he's pretty high.
I don't. Is he?
He should be.
Well, we'll talk about that at the end of the episode. Then.
Alright.
So the cat who turned into a person
Yep.
is named Cat.
Yeah.
In a stunning display of creativity. Great
Yeah.
work there, everyone.
And she's blonde because
Yes,
the cat is white.
that's true. I have a question. We don't know yet if Cat was a person turned into a cat.
Yep.
Or a cat turned into a person.
Yep.
If she was a person turned into a cat, did Rita just stumble across someone called Cat and go, right, I've got my plan straight away?
That's exactly how she used to come up with her plans. So,
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
that's
Rangers
possible.
like X, do they?
Yeah.
Well,
you're a cat, are
No,
you?
is
I'll
she-
make you really a cat.
I guess it's not really open because, like, obvious, like, because she refers to Rita as Empress. I'm skipping ahead, her apologies.
Yep.
But, like, is she someone who worships Rita previously? Or is, like, Rita approached her and threatened her?
There's
Or is,
one person fan club on her.
or is she, like, under mind control?
It's like
Is that why she's got the weird eye thing?
those people that get weirdly obsessed with serial killers and like fall in love with them and visit them in jail?
right, so she's been just been in Angel Grove, or maybe she's from Stone Canyon or Australia.
Yeah.
And she's been like, wow, that Rita chick.
She's pretty swell.
Kind of misunderstood is my feeling.
Yeah.
Everyone says she's bad, but have you seen that flying penny farthing? You can't argue with that.
Oh, God. Yeah, I'm sure we will find out what the deal is with
Will
Cat.
we, though?
Yes, because she's going to stick around for a while.
Oh, okay.
Spoilers. Sorry. You guys knew that.
They might not have.
I didn't.
Well, monster.
I'm sorry. I'll censor it out.
Alright.
I've already forgotten that I said I was going to do that. So Kat talks to the vet, and the vet's like, wow, that's a great Australian accent you've got there. The vet, I don't know, she's into it.
But the best part is the cat is just like, I don't know what you're talking about, which makes me think she was a cat into a person. Because she doesn't appear to know what the vet is referring to. Like, she can't respond to that. She just kind of, like, changes
I
topic.
mean, how do you respond to that?
Thank you. I just moved here. Like, that's how I would respond if I was in America and someone said, great accent, is it Australian? I'd be like, yes, it is, thank you. I just moved you from Sydney.
I have that conversation regularly.
Yeah.
Because people are like, hey, where's your accent from? And I'm like,
Here.
Here. I'm from
I
Australia.
didn't bring it with me.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Because you have a weird accent.
So
Like,
I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna hedge my bet now that she's a cat turned into a person.
Okay. All right. So Kat pretends that she wants to adopt a dog.
Yep.
And then there's no real reason for her to do that.
There's no real reason for her to turn back into a human.
No.
Because it appears she can see things when she's a cat. So
Much as cats can.
Yeah, like I
has all the powers of a cat, including sight and walking.
and ears.
So all of both the powers of a cat.
Yes. Hey, you've got tail wagging.
Okay, so Rocky runs off to get his sandwich.
Yep.
And Adam and Billy go with him.
For some reason. Oh, Adam's like, oh, you'll get your sandwich if you beat me to it. And my headcanon is that Adam got there first and ate Rocky's sandwich and I was just like, suck it.
Just hold in one bite.
Yeah.
He unhinges his jaw
Yeah.
So,
because he's a
With
frog.
a creak like,
so inside the vet's office, it's the end of business. And that girl has disappeared weirdly.
Yeah.
Well, she doesn't weirdly disappear. She hears Aisha coming and has to turn back into the cat.
Well, sure, but like to everyone else, there was a girl there who is suddenly no longer there.
Only the vet saw her.
And now she belongs to Aisha. And they're going to call her PC because she just looks like a computer.
Or she's politically
because
correct.
she's dorky. We get a cool cat called Mac later on.
No, it stands for Park Cat.
God, they're terrible at names.
They're just
Matt,
terrible.
this is an episode where the cat person who can turn into a cat is called Cat.
I'm not going to lie, I was half expecting them to just be like, let's just call her Cat. Like, I was really prepared for it.
It's so metatextual because the people who do this show are terrible at names. The characters have to be terrible
Terrible at
as
names,
well.
yeah.
Okay, so we're at Aisha's house now, and the cat is just sitting on the couch.
Yep.
Chilling.
Looking evil.
Yeah, well, you know.
Cats do that.
So Kim comes in. She's going to go to the movies with Tommy. So I guess they're still a couple?
They did kiss like 2 episodes ago, so...
Yeah, but before that it had been a very long time.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the cat hates Kim and runs away through the open door that Kim left. She's trying to get Kim in trouble. Maybe.
Well, the cat did scratch Kim earlier.
Yeah, I think she's actually getting out so she can meet Rita.
Yeah.
I think that's the implication there. Like, she's spied enough. She's been in the house for 5 minutes. She's like, right, I've got the intel I need.
So she runs around behind the bushes
Yeah.
and transforms back into a person.
In a very obvious way that the silhouette of a cat turns bright red, like glowing through the bushes, and then morphs into a silhouette of a person. Just in case you didn't get it earlier in the episode that the cat and the girl cat are the same person.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I know, right? Subtle. It was subtle.
It is a show for tiny babies.
Yeah,
You
it
gotta
is.
make this-
I know.
So then Rita repulsor teleports down,
Yep.
standing on top of a dumpster.
I mean, like, there's a thematic link there.
To the point, but she would be clearly visible over the hedge. The hedge is like human height.
Yeah. Yeah.
If there was someone...
And they're right next to Kim and Aisha's house.
They come outside.
Looking for the cat.
But you'd look up and you'd see Rita's, like, hat up there and you'd go, that looks like Rita, but Rita's not that tall, so it's probably fine.
So when she's having the conversation with Rita,
Yeah.
Kat is sort of revealing that she's been spying. Why do they need the cat to spy? But
first of all, the intel that is given to them is basically useless.
Yeah.
And Rita has a telescope that
That's
can
like,
see all
she
of
was
the
spying on
things.
them earlier. Like, that's literally how the episode
Maybe
started.
she can't see inside houses. I mean, it's a telescope.
She can see
She could
inside
just
the
see
animal
roof of
shelter.
the house.
She's seen inside places before.
Okay.
She sees inside, like, the youth centre all of the time.
It doesn't make any sense.
Maybe it's got big windows.
Big skylight.
Yeah.
She really patched that up so Rita can't spy on us every day.
So Kat tells Rita that Kim is going to go to the movies with Tommy.
Yep.
And Rita's like, excellent for my plan. You'll need wheels for this. And turns the dumpster into a car
A Mustang.
Yep.
with the number plate perfect. Which also I don't think is a legitimate number plate. She should get pulled over by the
It's a custom number
But
plate.
you can't just have unlimited characters.
Maybe you can, Angel Grove. That'd be a state law decision.
Okay, I guess that's okay. So can Rita just turn things into things? Like, I know she can turn things into monsters, but can she just... Why not just turn the Megazord into a dumpster? Like,
Or a really nice car.
well, yeah, sure. It's still going to be useless against a giant monster. Why not turn the Power Rangers into birds or something?
Or just turn them into really nice cars.
Or dumpsters.
And then just start up a car dealership.
If she can turn...
Imagine how much money you could
Can
make.
you imagine Rita running a car dealership?
Yeah.
Like, I really want to see this.
after 10,000 years, the warranty is free. It's time to conquer the open road.
Oh, it's so good.
Look, I could
someone-
write ads for Rita's car dealership all day.
Can someone out there, can a listener please draw Rita running a used car
Goldar, the
dealership?
useless salesman.
Yeah, no, like who...
You really want this car?
and who like gets really close to making the sale and then just goes, "Oh, I'm out." Like he just leaves the conversation. He has no commitment.
But imagine the profit margins if you can turn dumpsters into cars.
Yeah.
You'd be making so much.
Inventory is basically free. You could steal a
Not even
dumpster.
dumpsters. You could turn anything into cars. You could turn rocks into cars, and they're like, there are lots of rocks around.
There are lots of rocks.
Finster's definitely the accountant out the back.
Absolutely.
Oh, he is.
Lord Zed is her husband.
Deadbeat husband who just like sits on the couch.
Yeah, he's just like,
yells at her, like, why didn't you sell enough cars today? And she's like, well, get off your ass and sell some cars yourself. They could have taken over the world legitimately
In my
with
mind,
economics.
Babu and Squat take the people out in test drives.
Oh boy, this is the best.
Seriously, someone draw this. It will look amazing. I can't draw. So it has to be one of you.
Neither can Matt, but that doesn't stop him. Hashtag secret hashtag. So
The secret hashtag.
at the juice bar, Tommy's waiting for Kim to show up.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he says to Ernie, have you seen Kim? And Ernie says, as a matter of fact, she just called. But he wasn't just on the phone to her. So she called, he hung up, he watched Tommy just standing there.
And looking over his shoulder and like, where's Kim?
Waiting for Tommy to go, Ernie, do you have any information?
I love
And
Tommy.
he's like, yeah, I'm glad you asked. Otherwise, I wouldn't have not told you the one thing I was meant to tell you.
He's a dick.
She just called, she's finding her cat, she'll be here soon.
Yep.
But she's not going to find the cat, Matt. Because the cat is there.
Because the cat found Tommy.
Her car has broken down.
Yep.
Dumpster was like, they don't make reliable cars.
She says,
I love that this wasn't part of the plan. Just a shitty car.
she says to Tommy, look, my car's broken down. And Tommy's response is, maybe you should call a mechanic. I don't know anything about cars.
Especially in this day and age, if you walk up to a random guy and like, hey, can you look at my engine? That guy is going to be like, no, I don't know how cars work.
Have you seen my ponytail?
I felt like it was like, it's like the start of a porno as well. It's the whole like, oh, my car just
Can you
broke
check
down.
out my engine?
Yeah, can you check
This
out my
whole-
engine?
Subplot is a weird, very thinly drawn analog for a girl coming in and seducing someone else's boyfriend.
Yes.
Except that girl is also a cat.
Yeah! And that seduction involves... Well, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, let's talk about that bit. So,
Basically, he gets into a different hole. Is what happens.
yeah, he does. On the first date. Oh, God, I'm so sorry. Anyway, so he says, like, look, there's got to be in Angel Grove a car professional. She's like, well, maybe you could have a look at it, evil glint.
Yeah.
Which made me think, for a second I was like, is that like a...
Hypnotism or something?
Yeah, like that's what I... But no,
he's-
Tommy's just dumb. Like...
So he goes out the front, and the shot we get is him closing the engine. And I really was wishing that he'd say, well, that's the problem. The engine is just garbage.
Oh, that's such a wasted opportunity.
But no, he's apparently fixed it.
Even though he originally said, no, I can't.
I imagine that she just, like, unplugged
Unplugged
something.
something.
Like, the sort of thing that even you would go, like, Okay, there's a red wire that's not going into the
I
red
don't
hole
know.
there.
Like,
No.
I really no. I wouldn't make that assumption
the
about
biggest
me.
plot hole in the scene is that he didn't walk out and see that the girl named Kat has a number plate that's perfect and think, oh, she's clearly a crazy woman. I need to run away.
It's a really nice car, though. So, like, he was
Laying up in his
yeah,
head.
like that's a really
And
nice car.
we know he's into the car because after he's fixed it, he says to Kat, "Man, I've always wanted to drive one of these." And she says, "Do you want to take it for a spin?" And he
Why don't
says,
you ride me home? I mean, drive me home.
"He says, no, I couldn't." And she says, "Just around the block." We get quite an extended shot of Tommy's face, and this emotion is too complex for Jason David Frank to pull off. Because what I think he has to sell is, I would like to drive this car, and I did just help this person, so
I should be
Okay.
rewarded.
like a spin around the block is not, that would be not unreasonable, but I'm waiting for my girlfriend, and this is a cute blonde. It would be weird for me to get in a car and drive around.
But I'm gonna do it anyway.
He doesn't quite sell it.
No.
Because the look he does is closer to, I'm confused by this situation.
Or just like, something's going weird with my stomach right now.
I'm a little bit constipated.
Yes.
So he does go for a drive.
Yep.
And
Not around the block, into the wilderness.
well, unless the animal shelter is around the block,
Yeah.
but it definitely doesn't look like it.
No.
We get a brief comedic interlude where Bulk and Skull try to convince Lieutenant Stone that they really did see a monster. I don't know why he disbelieved that there was a monster there. He's the police chief of Angel Grove.
But how much are they involved with the monsters?
They see them.
Okay.
you can't miss them, is the thing, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
Like, the idea that he would disbelieve the presence of a monster
Yeah.
just because a monster is not currently there.
Yeah.
Anyway, then Lord Zed teleports the car into another dimension.
Yeah, so Tommy and Kat are driving down the road, having a great old time. And then Rita's like, okay, Lord Zed, you're up. Do something to the car. Not giving him instructions. He seems to just know what to do.
Oh, they've talked about the plan off screen.
He looks
So he shoots lightning out of his staff at the car, and it sends them into a kaleidoscope.
Okay, so first of all, Tommy... Okay, let's describe what it looks like.
Yeah.
It's like the end of Inception. Kind of.
Inception?
Not Inception. New in Space Inception.
Interstellar.
That's what I said. Space Inception.
Yeah. Yeah, I can kind of
It's
see
like
that.
a kaleidoscope, a wormhole.
Yeah.
Tommy's reaction is, oh man, this is weird. Like,
Yeah, it's so undecided. It's just like, yeah, this isn't what roads are supposed to be like.
if you were
I don't remember this rainbow wormhole in Angel Grove.
Imagine if you were driving along just the open road and all of a sudden lightning hit your car and you were inside a kaleidoscope tunnel. I think your reaction would be something other than, this is not what is meant to happen.
Yeah. What I couldn't quite wrap my head around is why he's still driving the car. Because he's steering. He's like wrestling with the wheel. And it's like,
trying
what
to
do you
pull
think?
over?
Yeah, what's going to happen if you let go with the wheel?
Oh god, are you with the NRMA?
Yes.
I don't have a car, I let my thing lapse. I don't know, what address do we give them? Drive to the animal shelter, then get hit by lightning? I don't even know if a tow truck can get here.
And Kat is either pretending to be alarmed or she is alarmed by what's happening because she immediately sidles up to Tommy and does the whole, what's happening? You know, damsel in distress.
I need to snuggle you.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Much similar to our Rita question.
Yeah.
Why did they have to do the thing that's just happened?
Oh, no, there's
If Lord Zed can teleport anyone to the Kaleido dimension at any time,
Just do it.
just all the
Did
time.
he need them to be in that car with Kat? Like maybe that's
Maybe
something to
the dumpster car has the rainbow powers inside it.
I mean, okay, but between the two of those powers, surely you could achieve this in a less convoluted
Yeah,
way.
that still doesn't require a girl who turns into a cat and has to get a dumpster.
Why does she ever need to be the cat? Why does she ever need to be the cat? She could have just hit on Tommy at any time.
Yeah.
Like, there never needed to be the cat.
There's no reason for the cat.
Lauren, this is a two-parter.
There is no point for the cat.
It might pay off.
There's no way that's going to pay off.
Okay.
The cat is never going to be seen again, and everyone's going to forget there was a cat. I promise
Well,
you.
you're going to have to be prepared to eat your words.
we're going to do that.
Okay. That makes sense, I guess. So Rito grows giant.
Yep.
Now.
Yep.
And
I don't like that Zordon's term for this is he's giant now. It just feels like that's the term we use.
Yeah.
He should be has been, embiggified by the
given how
embiggification
much
process.
bullshit he says all the time.
Yeah.
He's just got a bit
want
lazy.
Technobabble for
Yeah.
it.
He just messages them like, guys, Rito, big, fix.
He's super big right now.
He's
Much
so
larger
big.
than a normal thing.
You know how he's normally that tall? Well, now he's fucking huge.
Now he's like that, but multiple times of that.
I think he just has no energy. Rita is wearing him down.
Yeah.
He just has... and it happens, when people are in relationships, they become less of themselves. They lose that sort of individual spark because they just get warm.
Jesus. Okay.
Not in my relationship, but it does happen in, toxic...
All other relationships.
No, toxic relationships. Toxic relationships.
Yeah.
Unhealthy relationships.
Well, I don't know that Zordon has any healthy relationships, being as he is a head stuck in a time warp in a tube.
You take what you can get in that case.
So the Rangers teleport to the command center, and they say, "Well, we've got a visual on Tommy, but we don't know where he
The
is."
visual is amazing.
The visual is just the shot we've seen before.
Tommy's still driving that car.
In a circle, a circular, frame.
And Kim's instant reaction is, hold the fucking phone.
Yeah.
Who's that bitch?
So is. Because that's the tone she uses. She's like, oh, hang on. The fuck is that?
Girl, hold my morpher. I'm going in.
She's not concerned about the car. She's
No.
she-
If he wants to be with that bitch, he can be in a kaleidoscope tunnel.
and her reaction is probably we should go fight Rito. Fuck Tommy, he's dead to me.
That's the only thing it's missing is when someone says we have to rescue Tommy, and I wish Kim had gone no,
Do
you'll
we
be
though?
fine. Just no, that's not my top priority at the moment.
I wanted her to be yeah, we better fight Rito, because if I don't punch someone, that chick is getting one in the face.
Oh boy. And then that's the end of the episode, basically.
Wow. What a wild one.
I mean, I know you said you didn't like it.
It was
but
fun.
when you say it back,
Yeah, look,
there's some crazy
it's
shit
a lot
in that.
funner to talk about than some of the episodes I've been on. I'll
Yeah.
give it that. There's a lot more material.
Yeah, I mean, it's not what the show usually is.
Yeah.
So,
That sure as shit is true. Oh boy.
all right, rank?
Yeah, I mean, I almost think this is an Adam for me. But, we've tricked Matt into implementing a 3-point system. Matt doesn't think things can be objectively rated, but by naming the scores after Power Rangers, we've fooled him into doing it.
All right.
So, Aisha is just a default Power Ranger. Adam's the best Power Ranger. Rocky's the worst Power Ranger.
Yeah.
So, I feel
So
like this is an
predictable.
Adam.
I'd say Aisha. Aisha with potential to become an Adam.
It's
is the
definitely
next-
not a Rocky.
No. Maybe a soft Adam.
I would say Adam, depending on what happens next.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could
It could end up a Rocky.
It could lose all of its shit next week.
Yeah.
Or it could just come right out of the gate. Now, Matt, we actually haven't put Rito on the creature feature.
What?
You need to.
What?
So I think it's time for us to do that.
Yep.
You want very close to the top, don't
Yes.
you? Okay, here's our top 5.
Yep.
Tommy,
Yep.
Shell Shock,
Yep.
Pudgy Pig, Terror Toad, Eye Guy. Now, outside the top 5, there's some pretty strong contenders. Pumpkin Wrapper, the Wizard of Destruction, Snizzard, Beamcaster.
Is Michael the Wizard of Destruction?
No, Artist Mole.
He's a different wizard. Look, I am inclined to put him at least over Eye Guy.
Yeah?
And
Is he-
potentially but better than Terratoad.
Is he better? Yeah, he's probably better than Terratoad.
Yeah.
Terratoad was in a great episode.
Yeah.
Where the Power Rangers got turned into punks.
Oh,
But-
that's a good episode.
But, he was that...
It was one good episode.
Yeah, that works
Whereas
for him.
Rito's recurringly
came
good.
in as the hottest shit out, and he's still the best monster on the moon.
But
So-
he's not better than Pudgy Pig. Yet.
Yeah, okay, yes.
If he achieves one more thing,
Yeah.
I'll put him up there.
I think Pudgy Pig's return episode really cemented his position.
Yeah.
So
Apparently,
Such a good episode.
Apparently, the new ninja monster is like Putty Pig for 2016.
What?
Like, we'll talk about that next week, I think, because I'll have to do some
Is
Googling.
he just Pudgy Pig who Instagrammed himself?
Yeah,
Or is he Pudgy
does
Pig
lots of
who is a
lots of
ninja?
tweets. No, someone
Like a
tweeted us
live
about
pic?
it, so I'll find a picture and I'll send it to you guys.
Cool.
But I think we're done for the episode.
Yeah.
That was definitely something and no mistake.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll be back next week with a Ranger Catastrophe Part 2.
Yeah. Well, I'll see you then, guys. Welcome once again to Mighty Morphin Ranger Danger. This is the podcast, baby. Where you need
I'm sorry. Can we start again? My knobs are too high.
to... Now you gotta bring the knobs down a little bit.
You need a cold shower.